What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Chief Academy, and today we'll be going through the product rule of accounting. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I promise you it is this easy. Our learning outcomes for today is to understand what the product rule of accounting is and when we use it, and it's also to solve the product rule of accounting exam questions. So, what is the product rule of accounting? In maths, the product rule of accounting is a method for finding the total number of ways of selecting items from a set or sets. To find the total number of outcomes, multiply the number of outcomes for each event together. In this lesson, we will focus on solving the product rule of accounting exam questions and understand the rules and formulas we must know. So, to begin with, to find the total number of outcomes for two or more events, we multiply the number of outcomes for each event together. And this is the product rule of accounting. An example of this would be, a restaurant menu offers 4 starters, 7 main courses, and 3 desserts. How many different 3-course meals can be selected from the menu? So here we do 4 times 7 times 3, and we get 84 different 3-course meals. The product rule of accounting is basically combinations. It's how many, say, A and B, or B and A, that we can get in a total set. Once again, it's that time to have a go at some Math Genie exam questions. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, there are 12 boys and 15 girls in a class. One boy and one girl will be selected to represent the class on the student council. Work out the total number of ways of choosing a boy and a girl. So here we have 12 boys and 15 girls, so we simply do 12 times 15, and this will give us a total of 180 different ways. In our second question, there is 17 boys and 14 girls in a choir. One boy and one girl will be selected to sing a duet. Work out the total number of ways of choosing a boy and a girl. And again, we do 17 times 14, which will give us an answer of 234. This is the total number of ways of choosing a boy and a girl. So, in our third question, there are 14 boys and X girls in a choir. One boy and one girl will be selected to sing a duet. Taylor says there are 152 different ways of choosing a boy and a girl. Could Taylor be correct? You must show your working. So using the same method we had before, it would mean 14 times x, which is 14x, would equal 152. But that would mean x on its own would equal 10.857. Carry on. Taylor is wrong, as 152 is not divisible by 14, as you can't have 0.857 carrying on of a person, because that's just impossible. Now, if you're a little stuck of how to actually use the product rule of accounting, follow these 3 steps. First, identify the number of sets to be selected from. 2, identify the number of items to select from each set. Then 3, multiply the number of each item in a set. If selecting 2 items from a set, calculate with n times n minus 1, or n times n minus 1 all over 2 if the order doesn't matter. We use the second formula when we have overlapping combinations. Such as in the example, if we have 2 boys which were picked out from 22 people. To show a visitor around the school, it could be the same combination of A and B, but then we couldn't have B and A. So we'd use the second formula to eradicate that B and A, because we've already got A and B. Here are some more exam questions for you to have a go at. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, there are 52 cards in a deck, and Tom is going to give 2 cards to Jay. How many different pairs of cards could Jay get? So Jay is going to receive 1 out of 52 cards, and then 1 out of 51 cards. But he can't receive the same combination, so we're going to have to divide by 2, as the order doesn't matter. So our final answer would be 1,326 different pairs Jay could get. Now, in our second question, there are 30 students in a class and 2 students are going to be selected to receive a prize. How many different pairs of students could be selected? Now, once again, as it's different pairs and not overlapping pairs, we're going to divide our answer by 2. So we do 30 times 29 divided by 2, which is the same as 15 times 29, and we get the answer of 435. Here are some of the hardest exam questions for you to have a go at on the product rule for counting. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, there are 10 people in a room. Each person shakes each other's person's hand once. Work out the number of handshakes that takes place. So, here we have 10 people, and we're going to shake each other's person's hand, so there's 9 other people in the room. However, this only happens once, so we're going to have to divide by 2. So the total number of handshakes that takes place is 45. In our second question, there are 20 people in a room, and each person shakes each other person's hand once. Work out the number of handshakes that take place here. So we do 20 times 19 and divide by 2, because it's identical to the question before. And we'd get a final answer of 190. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.